Imagine turning micro movements in the NASDAQ market into real profits, live right before your eyes. In my live streams, I'll take you straight into the action of scalping NASDAQ futures. Watch as I analyze price action, volume, and order flow to identify scalping opportunities in this fast paced market. You'll see my trade setups, live executions, and detailed performance breakdowns, all in real time. Stay tuned and follow my journey as I work to master the art and skill of scalping NASDAQ futures. Good morning, good morning. Happy whatever day it is. Good morning, Timbo. Good morning, Janelle. How are you guys this morning? Hope everyone is having a great morning and a great trading session so far. What day is it? Shit. Thursday. Happy Thursday. We finally broke out of this little choppy zone. Finally. We are at the overnight high, so kind of need to actually clear that before I can start trading. The VWAPs, the standard deviation of the VWAPs are very close together for the most part, so that lets me know that it's a pretty tight range for the most part. I usually can't see multiple levels in the little small zoom that I have, so, and I could see 3. How's you guys' trading session going so far? All right. We are pushing towards the session high. I barely looked at that last night. Low, high. I'm still gonna sit out of them. I don't feel all the way comfortable. If we do have pullbacks going back towards it, I'm gonna sit out of it for now. I did have to make an adjustment to 2 of the patterns, which I think I should be fine now. Kind of makes sense why it needs to be that way. And I think out of all the patterns, there's just going to be one that just cannot be taken. I don't think anything can be done to take it, so we'll see. $299, $326. I was looking for the reversal there, but we decided to do something different. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Still green in Asia to miss 15 minutes. Okay, nice. Let me make sure I'm on the right account. This, I'm not. Okay. that worked out, but the zigzag wasn't attached to the correct bar, so. And I still been tracking it. It still seems like it's kind of like a break-even situation. Some days it wins, and then other days it's gonna lose every time type of thing. So for now, just won't take it. Oh, I forgot to change my overlay. Do that after the stream's not that important. Oh yeah, Janelle, I talked to my best friend yesterday. So because he trades AU, I don't think he's had a trade in a couple of days or something, or he's been waiting for the setup. So last night while we were on the phone, he actually went back to his email from like 2017 to download his activation key for this Renko indicator that we both bought for Forex for MT4. And he was like, yeah, he said, don't get me wrong, I love swing trading, but something's got to give. Like waiting so long in between trades, and then because he's trading AU, it takes days, like usually 3 to 4 days for it to TP. He's like, no, I'm gonna have to scalp in between while I'm waiting on the setup. So he is now working on figuring out how to scalp on Renkos with AU. What is that number? 816. Quarter 70. Okay, or you could do that instead. That's fine. I was looking for the reversal back up there, but we decided on something different. I have to break even so close to that. It's like two. All right. Well, that's a little bit better. Problem is, I don't know if I'm gonna have to break even right there or not. We'll chance it. I don't even know where we are. All right, I broke even because that's where we changed to an, yeah. That's where we changed to a downtrend on the middle level. I'm glad I broke even. So, but it followed the rules. But like I said, whenever we close inside of where we changed, which we changed inside of the middle half trend, right where this yellow line is, I always have to break even where we changed. So, yeah. You have to have a lot of patience trading for that. Yeah, and he's lacking patience at this point. Good morning, Applejacks. What it be like? Yeah, he's like, I can't keep sitting around doing this because he basically trades. It's basically he trades imbalances. He trades fibs, but he prefers when his entry on the 61.8 kind of lines up with an imbalance in the market. Basically, but yeah, and because he's doing it on such a slow pair, it takes days to set up, then he's in the trade for days and he's just over it, completely over it. Alright, I am, oh, that's where we changed to the uptrend. Cool. Sorry, I'm in deep thought. I have a feeling that if I change the requirement for this trade, I won't have to break even where we change. Because I feel like it usually breaks through on the uptrend. Just thinking, all right. Did Trump just tweet something? What the hell was that? Oh no, there's a gap that was painted. I could tell there was a gap that was painted on a time-based chart because if you look, this is literally the same exact thing as this. If you look, the volume's the same, where we touch is the same thing with this. Volume equals where we touch is the same. So there was some kind of gap on a time-based chart. Close 90, open. Yeah. Wasn't much of one, but it has to do that in order for things to paint correctly. Applejacks, how was London? Or are you still only trading in London when there's high impact news during New York? All right, I want us to get away from the overnight high in the current open so I can look for buys again. I mean sales, I'm sorry. So I can look for sales. Man, these are some huge wicks on the 5-minute chart. Whenever we open near the VWAP, it's always so choppy. And I've been so irritated because it seems like the market has been doing the most movement after 10 o'clock. Why are you doing this? Why? Good morning, Paul. I promise I did not forget about you. I ran errands. I had to go to 3 different grocery stores yesterday, put up all the groceries myself and all other kind of stuff. I was extremely tired. Like, I was so sleepy that, like, it was probably like 6 o'clock and I was too tired to get in the shower, and I don't lay down in my bed unless I'm 1000% clean. So I just laid here at the desk and took a nap. Like, I was too tired to even just go lay on the couch. I was, listen, extremely tired. So I didn't forget about you, I promise. What I want to actually do is I have this, because I used to do budget videos on YouTube on my other channel. So I have like this box that has a light in the top of it, and there's a hole in the top for you to put a camera. So I actually want to record inside of that light box so I can kind of give you a better explanation versus like taking a screenshot of my journal and then having to type it all out. I feel like a very short, like 3 to 5 minute video would be more helpful. So I'll do that. You were super frustrated yesterday. I understand. I got you, Applejacks. I got you. Yeah, there's actually been a couple of other people who have requested for me to show them how I journal, just because of how analytical I am and how it's kind of helped me to continue progressing my strategy over time. Because knowing what to write is not that easy. It's not. It's really not. I was gonna be so mad if this pushed through, because I would have had to break even right there, but it would have came back and hit the break even inside of that bar right there. It's just too close to the break even level. It would make no sense. But Yeah, knowing what to journal is not easy. And then I think another thing that kind of screws some people is that they only journal when they're frustrated or when they're losing. When me and Amelia have talked about this a couple of times where like you should always be looking to improve. And I know that we can't really have a 100% win rate, uh but I also feel like you can possibly get as close as you possibly can. But when you're only looking to review your trades when you're on a losing streak or when you have a red day, but you're not journaling what you're doing on the green days or what's working on the green days, it's kind of counterproductive because you're missing so much data, right? Um, but yeah, so I journal whether I'm green or not. I have a lot of notebooks, like a lot, over the years of me trading. That's equal volume. I can't trade that. But yeah, I'll show you though. Sometimes it's even easier. The reason why I don't use Excel though, even though it's a lot easier to use Excel, is just because there's so many components of my strategy because I'm trading Renkos and I have different things on my chart or whatever. But if you have a pretty simple strategy where you don't have a lot of indicators and things like that, Excel is actually pretty easy as well because what you can do is you can do a column for each component of your strategy, and you can even code the Excel sheet to have drop down, so it's very easy for you to click, click in each column. And then that way, when you're getting losses, it's a lot easier for you to filter through to figure out what component of your strategy is possibly causing the loss. And obviously, this would be only for the technical part of your strategy, not the discernment or being on tilt from frustration and things like that, right? But I feel like, I mean, I know that fixing the mental part of trading is very difficult, but you still have to have a really good strategy that has edge. And the least amount of discernment you have in your strategy, the better, because that kind of can keep you from going on tilt. Because at that point, you're only going on tilt because your edge is or your strategy is not working for that particular day, but not. It's not like you're taking a bunch of trades because life is hitting you and things like that. So it's kind of why I've I've been so focused on developing my strategy the way I have, with being as mechanical as possible with very strict rules. Because even like in December was one of the hardest months of my life, mentally and emotionally. And despite that, I still was able to not go on tilt, not take unnecessary trades because of frustration or sadness and things like that. So it helps. It does help. You also video journal? Yeah, you could video journal as well. Definitely. And I know, Paul, you said that you take screenshots of your trades or of your charts and you write notes on the charts. What also would help is like if you have, let's say, a Microsoft Word document and you make, let's say you have 3 setups that you mainly trade, right? And you have a document for each setup to make it easy. And then, for that particular day, when you are journaling that particular setup, then you can go ahead and have the picture, have the date and time of the trade, any technical aspect of it. It'll be a little bit more difficult to filter through when you're trying to figure out if there's adjustments you need to make to your strategy, because everything's in a Word document. But still, you could put the picture, date, time, what made you get into the trade, whether it's, hey, we touched the VWAP, or the 15-minute chart said this and I enter on a 5-minute, so I did this, that kind of thing. But if you have multiple setups, I would have multiple documents. That way you're not having to, go through 433. It's more than that is, I believe, 217, yeah. But yeah, that way you don't have to like try to filter through a whole bunch of stuff, trying to find what you're looking for. That trade does not look that hot. All right, because that was a little like, what are you gonna do there, bud? It wasn't looking too good at first. I'm like, oh, we gotta change something again. It came like 1, 2, 3, about 4 ticks from stopping me out. 1, 2, 3, yeah, about 4 ticks. I was starting to think like, oh, I have to go back to like not taking the first pullback after a bias change, but so far trading volume only, it hasn't mattered. So far, I don't know how long it's not gonna matter, but right now it's not mattering. So we'll see. Exactly, Stan. Exactly. It does not mean you're a bad trader at all. Because a lot of times, like we always say, the market kind of paints the same patterns every day, right? So if your strategy is not working that particular day, maybe your strategy works better when the market's trending and it's a choppy day, or maybe your strategy works better when it's choppy and it's a trending day. Now, the more difficult part of it is if you have a strategy that's like that, how and when do you determine when we are no longer choppy or when we are no longer trending? That's the hardest part. That's where volume or order flow comes into play, right? But I think it's important, especially if you know that your strategy has a certain edge. Let's say you win, I don't know, 70% of the time. You can look and see that, okay, on the days where I'm like super red, I lost like 4 trades in a row. And on a good day, like let's say that I love when the market's trending, but we're starting to chop a little bit. And on a normal, typical green day, I don't lose more than 2 trades in a row. But on this day, I lost 4 in a row. Maybe it's that, hey, the parameter that I use to determine when my strategy's edge is no longer valid in today's market is once I lose 2 trades in a row, that's it. Because after that, I'm going to continue to lose. Or you can make it 3, because if on a normal green day you can lose 2 trades in a row, but then, you know, have a couple of good trades after that, then maybe 3 is your max. So it's just like different things like that. It could be something that's technical. Maybe there's a part of your setup that you don't even know is there that is affecting your win rate. You know, it could be that there are levels that are there that you can't see. Like, I remember when I was first getting back into trading Renkos and using this, I always want to call it Solar Wind because that's what it was called when I bought it, but it's called Nova Wind now. But I would always tell my best friend, I'm like, it's almost like when I get into certain trades, I hit this wall that I can't see. I promise y'all, he will tell y'all. I'd be like, it's like there was a wall there that I can't see, and I don't know what this wall is. And this was before I was trading with the open, high, low, close on my charts, and before I was trading with the overnight high and low on my charts. I think the only thing that I had at the time, actually, no, I didn't even have the prior day open, high, low, close. And so I don't even think I had the VWAP. Like, I had no levels on my chart, right? I just had the solar wind indicator, and I think I was using like Fibonacci pivots at the time or something. So once I started putting the open, high, low, close, and then I was like, all right, I kind of want to pivot like a pivot indicator that goes based off of intraday data, not just the Fibonacci pivots or Woody's pivots or the traditional pivots. And then I put order flow VWAP on my chart. And I was like, yo, I found the walls that I keep hitting. But I had no idea that they were there. So there could just be hidden things. It could be anything. But if you are not journaling, you'll never figure out what it is. Never. Never, never. 433. Huh. Interesting. It's always so interesting when we have equal volume. There's 433 volume in this reversal bar down, and there's 433 in this one as well. So the market is neutral. I can't take a trade. Now, like I said, I'm not going to take any trades going back towards the session high or low right now anyway, but it's very interesting when that happens. It's just like if the volume of this swing is equal to this one, well, that means that the market is neutral. Now, I do have an oscillator that comes with this Price Action Swing Pro where the oscillator will tell me the exact volume, but I don't like using it in conjunction with the zigzag because they paint the volume of the swings a tad bit different. So on the zigzag, this swing or the swing down starts with the volume of this candle, the reversal candle. So when it comes to 601, it counts this volume and all the volume of each bar down. On the oscillator, it actually starts with the bar after the reversal bar, if I'm not mistaken, and then counts the reversal bar up as still part of the down. I don't know. It's very awkward how they have it. So I just like to use it on the swings. So if both of them say 4.9, it's neutral and I can't take the trade. But I don't think, yeah, that one wouldn't have set up properly anyway. But either way, cold turkey activated. You went out. Yep. See, Paul? Yeah. And it could be very frustrating because it's like, bro, I know what I'm doing. I told y'all, like, dealing with the market the last couple of weeks, which I'm honestly grateful for because I would have never switched to volume only, and this volume only is going to be so much more simple than trading order flow, and it's probably going to be even more accurate. But I was just like, yo, I feel like I'm losing right now. Like, I'm losing to the market. I feel stupid. I feel like I'm not as intelligent as I am. I feel like, where did my analytical skills go? Like, it's so easy to get so frustrated with this market. And then, you know, you look at other people who are trading, whether it's on YouTube or on Discords, and it's like, it's not just me, you know. And it's just crazy how so many people trade so differently, but everybody's like, I would say like 75 to 80% of the people I see talking about the market has been hating the market the last couple of weeks. So you're not alone. But if this is going to be the way of the market while he's in office, baby, we have 4 years of this. So we can't sit around complaining for 4 years. We can't sit around complaining at all. Like, we have to do something about it. We can complain, we can be upset, but we can't harp on it. We have to figure out how to beat this market. We just have to. Stop if I'm down 400 or 3 or 4 failed trades. Yeah, you have to have a limit. Usually you'll make the losses back in 2 to 4 trades. Yeah. He was down 900 plus yesterday. Yeah, those are like the days where you like, all right now. So nothing's going to work today. Nothing at all. Not even one trade. Yeah. Yep. Once you can master your mind to where being down 900 is because of your strategy and not because you start going outside of the rules, because you have to be very patient right now. But it's so weird because you need patience, right? But when you look, the candles are so huge. So it's like I have to be more patient and wait for certain things, but the market is moving in kind of pretty huge candles. So it's just like, it's so confusing. It is so confusing right now. I'm not gonna lie. 375. All All right, let's see. We got to push down right now. 375, 241. Which means this should work. I'm looking for a sell right here. I don't know if I like it anymore if we have to put too much volume in this candle though. All right, well. See, now there's equal volume, so we're good. And now we've changed trends again. Yeah, this setup right here, I don't have very specific rules right now. Based on the volume pattern of the swings and the reversal bars, as long as this swing was less than that one, I could take pretty much any trade right now. So, but I kind of wanted to see the volume of that reversal bar stay below at least one of the other two reversal bars, but we invalidated ourselves anyway, so whatever. We took London highs 21,830. Yeah, you know what? I need to start. I might need to start mapping out the actual overnight high and low as well as the one that paints from 2 to 2:30. I might have to. Not completely sure yet, but. $413, $318. Wait, why did I? Hold on. Oh, okay. This is probably. That actually makes sense. Okay. Here. All right, got the sell there. Almost missed it. All right, we do have low impact news coming in a few minutes. $40 in just 15 seconds. It does. Those who adapt survive. Absolutely. Consistency. I agree, San. I 100% agree. That's why, like, I've always used the verbiage of I'm trying to master NASDAQ. I'm trying to master scalping. Like, I don't need to know how to, I know how to trade. I'm trying to master it. You know what I mean? Like, it takes balls and guts to even attempt to do anything in this industry. But when you really put in the time, energy, and effort to try to master it, man, there's so many places you can go because of everything that you've dedicated to it, right? And that's why, like, over the course of the first year of me being on YouTube, um, I wasn't too much bothered about losing and things like that because the reality is, again, I'm trying to master the art of scalping, the most volatile instrument during the most volatile trading hours of the market. And I'm doing so with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio with a very tight stop loss and take profit of 4.5 points. I'm basically kind of a crazy person. Yeah. I'm a very crazy person to do that, right? Um, but that was my goal. And I feel like every time I've had to adjust my strategy, I've gotten closer and closer. And I feel like this is the closest I've ever been to mastering this. And it's been a crazy ass journey, but I know in the end it's going to be worth it, well worth it. 7.8. So that trade I TP'd in 0.5 seconds. The entry was at 7.8 seconds and the exit was at 8.3 seconds. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, we're sitting out for news. I still wonder if this one rule I have is gonna need to keep it. Solitaire keep on my nerves. Oh, have a good rest of your day, Janelle. We'll see you tomorrow. You're conservative too, yeah. It does not take much to be able to make good money. I think that some people are just so greedy and they already had gambling addictive personalities anyway. And so they use the prop firm opportunities as such. And even if people are not trading prop firms and they're trading their own accounts, I just think a lot of people have more addictive personalities than they think or they know. And it translates over into their trading. All right, we're in the natural gas news. I can start trading again in about 45 seconds. right, there's a 1 bar pullback. I think we've seen one of those all day today. Good morning, Prayer Kid. How are you this morning? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. How are you this morning? How's your trading session going? All right, we got to get away from the sell rotation level, first of all. We also have a major resistance level there at 795. Oh yeah, if you guys are in the Discord, I did post the market discussion, the pivot levels. I'm going to try to remember to log on right after market opens each evening to take a screenshot and post it in there for you guys. Because the levels, once the market opens, the levels paint, they do not repaint, and they stay that way for the entire session. So throughout, you know, Asia, London, and New York session. So I'll try to remember to keep posting them because they can be helpful. And then I'll, just like in the initial message, I'll make sure that I post like, hey, if we extend beyond the 4th support and resistance levels, you can manually draw your own levels every so many points. But it changes every day because, like I said, these paint based off of the intraday data. So like today, if we extend it, it was like 91.5 points, but tomorrow it could be 70 points if we extend beyond. So I'm not exactly sure how they calculate it. I feel like I figured it out a couple years ago, and that information is just not in my brain anymore. Good to hear, Prayer Kid. Markets are very slow than normal. Is because of NFP? It's possibly. I feel like the market's been kind of choppy and weird for the most part since the inauguration week. Oh, also, I did get your other message. I'll listen to your voice message after I get off the stream. Well, after I journal. I saw it at like 5 something this morning, but I was going back to bed. Sellers are starting to get weak, yeah. The buyers are definitely trying to push. Definitely trying. But we've come back up to the change zone and we're pushing back down. This is the second time since we switched at 924. So, but sellers are trying to hold it. Is the prior high behind that level? It is. All right, cool. The prior high is behind, sitting behind the major resistance level there. If this reverses down right here, okay, it didn't. Good. I'm like, I don't want to take it because I'm so used to taking the early trend trades when we are counter trend like this. This will be an early trend trade counter trend. But the early trend trade, so it's early because the minor half trend is still in a downtrend, and this one would be early to go back down because the minor half trend is in an uptrend, the green bars. I have not taken very many of these at all when we're still in the direction of the trend bias. They do set up, but I haven't been taking them yet because I'm used to not taking them, honestly. But it should still work with volume, and it should still work with the same requirements as when I'm completely counter trend. But probably the first time or two that it sets up, I'm not going to take it just because I'm not used to it. It's so weird. It's just like there's certain setups where it works when we're in an uptrend or a downtrend, but I'm so used to seeing it set up more often in one versus the other that when it sets up on the other, I get so confused, like, is this right? And it is. I'm just not used to seeing it set up that way. No problem, no problem. Whoa, wait. And some extras? Apple Jacks. What the hell? Took a longer run. $7.94. Scalped a quick $100. Nice. And do you need the extras to make you take a nap? Questions that need answers. I'm gonna leave that alone. Of the day, 8 wins and 12. Ooh, nice. That's not bad at all. Cause where else are you gonna make $7.97 in an hour? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. Nice trading. Are you still gonna demo, or are you gonna completely shut it down? All right, we got about 20 minutes left in the session. Also, I think a couple days ago I was telling y'all how, like, I don't really like when we are on the change zone like this, and let's say this bar reverses down and then the reversal bar back up touches this level, the bottom. I was saying I didn't really like that. However, the problem was actually in the volume requirements for the trade. So if that sets up, I am going to take it because I think I fixed it by fixing the actual requirements for getting into the trade. But we'll see, I guess. We will see. 191. All right, that slammed down pretty hard. I also now think I'm gonna let this trade go, but I also now think that my entry bar can actually be in La La Land now, as in it doesn't have to pull all the way back to the half trend to be valid anymore. I think, at least when we're going in the direction of the trend. I think. But I'm gonna need to see it set up a few times first, so I ain't gonna lie. Whoa. All right. All right, let me put this on my chart. Random volume spike down. All right, so the high of this 5-minute candle is 835, and we just closed at 762 or about 762.50. Hello. What the hell are you doing? That was a little nuts. A little crazy. That looks crazy. Look at that. That is insane. Okay. Market, I don't know what you're doing, and you probably don't know either. Because what the heck? What is behind there? Is there a rotation level right there or something? It is. Okay. What a push. Not what the fuck is this? The extras will put a smile on my face before I nap. Girl, Applejack, stop it. Buyers are in control. 1 minute. Buyers. Only if I had that volume. Tweet. It's got to be something. Good morning, Blackout. How are you this morning? It's way too choppy, but you made a little bit. Had to walk away. Hey, at least you're green. And you know when to walk away, because this, it was very choppy, and then we kind of broke out a little bit. I got the trade in when we broke out here, and then now we're just, this is, yeah. I got a trade on the downtrend there. We're about to probably retrace this entire move. It's the random breakouts for me. Like, what the hell? BS happened to piss you off? The random spike out of nowhere. Not Twilight Zone vibes. Trade reciprocity with China requires both tariffs and non-tariff. You know what? I'm sick of tariffs. I'm sick of all the international talk. I'm sick of all of this. Let's, again, you got an hour every day to talk about whatever you need to when the market is closed. Mr. Sir, can you do this? Can all the countries just do this? Or at least just do all this talking in the off hours. Be night owls. Speak when we're sleeping or when we're not trading. Because my gosh, this is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh, I gotta find, shoot. We happened so fast, I didn't even draw. Lock that in. Man, okay, what a spike. What a spike. And look at the wick on that candle. What the hell? The sellers are like, buyers, good try, but not good enough. We are at the overnight high. At a random spike at a random minute, like what the fuck, everybody's sleeping. I'm telling you. Hopefully it hits 660, 70 range and go up. 660. Did you mean, you might have meant 760. 760. We almost hit it. Didn't have a stop, just got shot. Listen, absolutely. And probably some stops got completely ran through. Okay? That was insane. It's always so crazy because, you know, on the Renkos, it just paints so fast. And it doesn't look that bad. Like when you're looking at a 5-minute chart, even a 1-minute chart, like it looks bad, but like while it's painting, it still looks somewhat normal. But on the Renkos, it's just like it just pages through real fast and it looks insane. All right, we got 15 minutes left. We're at the current open. Also, the first lower deviation level on the VWAP, order flow VWAP. Damn it. 513. Damn, I missed the buy right there. I would have to break even, so it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm starting to think. Sorry guys, I'm in deep thought. The trades that cause me the most problems, honestly, are the ones where there's more volume in this swing than this one. There was also more volume in this reversal bar versus the other reversal bar up. And I'm just trying to think of how I want to play that, honestly. I mean, I'm cool with taking a loss here and there, so I'm not really worried about it. But I just know, like, from a volume perspective, I might just have to, like, break even if I see the zigzag change. Maybe that's what it is. I used to do that so long ago. Only when the volume pattern of the swing is like that. because it's already saying that the buyers are trying to take control of the trend. So then if the zigzag changes to green like it did there, I probably need to break even. At least that's my thought process. The only problem with doing that is sometimes it's very, like, you can miss the zigzag changing really quick and changing back. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look it over today and see. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? You been trading today? Not ran through like a OnlyFans model. Blackout. No warning, no lube. Music, I could wake up too much in London. I don't know how I did that every day for so long. I swear. See you, Applejacks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Low as volume today. Let's see. This then. 380. All right. Let's see what we have after this. I hate that the prior close and the overnight high are together, because one level I only like to buy at, the other level I only like to sell at, so I just can't do anything when we're right here. I wonder what was the maybe it needs the support of the VWAP or something. I don't know. I feel like I can figure this out. I feel like at this point, probably the only thing that can happen when we have way too much volume in the pullback is that it needs to be, the entry bar needs to be anchored to a level, whether it's one of the open, high, low, close levels, pivot levels, VWAP, one of them. Like the half trend is not enough, I don't think. But we'll see. You just getting off work from midnight? Ooh. You gonna take a nap? Okay, so won't be home for a while. Oh, got you. You ain't missed nothing, child. Okay, you've missed nothing. You've missed nothing but choppiness. This was actually a pretty smooth ride up, and this was a smooth ride down, but then this was just insane volume just thrown in and volatility just thrown in out of nowhere. But aside from that, it was just a hot, choppy mess. So that trade was what, my only loss today? Break even, TP. Didn't take that one because it was too close to break even. TP, loss. And there was another one I didn't take because it was too close to break even. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically about 6 setups today. Not too bad. Not too bad. Trying to change to an uptrend where we just changed to a downtrend, which confirms being a little choppy right now. This is kind of where we were stuck overnight as well. So we've had a lot of activity around this zone, it looks like. Less than 5 minutes left in the session. I'm exhausted. I'm taking a nap. I don't know why. I keep going to sleep late and then I wake up in the middle of the night, which doesn't help. And then I'm sleepy. And then the biggest problem is on the days I do take naps, I wait way too long. Like I take a nap around like 5, 6 o'clock and then I'm up all night and then I just keep repeating the cycle. So I'm going to try to go to sleep before 12. Hopefully. Or by 12. That was one of the zones earlier too. Seconds. Damn, I was in that trade for that long. Yeah, the longer I'm in trades, I do some. I mean, I did win one that I was in for 33 seconds. Let me do. Wait, what changes? That's so backwards. Right, they must be having to hit certain metrics or something because that don't even make sense. You have me deliver something just to have somebody else take it back and then somebody gotta do. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, this guy that I guess he's my ex, he said his dad worked on the railroad and he wanted to for a long time, but he said that when he looked into it, he realized why his dad was never home much when he was a kid. He said it's just like so exhausting, the on call all the time, which I guess maybe back then they didn't have, you know, enough staff and stuff like that. He just said that his dad was always being called in. His dad was always just working a lot and how it was just it could be a labor intensive job sometimes. Oh, the session's over. We got like 30 seconds left. All right, so let's go through the stats. I took 4 trades today. We had a break even, 2 wins, and then that last loss. Like I said, there's something specific I want to look at with that loss just because from a volume perspective, I feel like it would make more sense if my entry bar is attached to a VWAP or pivot level or something. Because basically, like based on volume here, sellers are in control. Cool. We can see that there's more volume in this swing down than that one. So sellers are in control. However, the volume of this reversal bar was significantly more than this one, letting you know that the buyers are trying to take over the trend, right? They're coming through with a lot of force. And so the result of that was this swing of the pullback having more volume than this swing, like 300 more volume. So that tells me one thing and one thing only, that the buyers are truly taking over the downtrend. Again, because of the volume of this reversal bar compared to that one. And then it resulted in this swing having more volume than the previous pullback. So I feel like the only thing that would really support the continuation down is if this bar was touching the VWAP up here. It could touch overnight high low, anything. So that's my theory. I'm gonna go and look at the examples of that specifically. So this is part of like what I was talking about earlier when it comes to journaling. When I journal every component of my strategy. So I'll write the date and time of the trade. I'll write down, all right, I usually compare the volume of this swing to that one. So because I do like a ABC pattern, this is A, B, C. So this is technically like 0 is what I call it, because I don't like A, B, C, D. I don't know what it is. I just like ABC. So I'll say like, all right, B is greater than 0. That's how I shorten it. And then I'll say C is greater than A, because the swing of C, the volume of swing C is greater than swing A. So I'll do that, and then I do the same thing for the reversal bars, comparing the volume of those. And then I'll write down, all right, my entry bar touched a level. Anytime my entry bar touches a level, I write it in green, so that it's very easy for me when I'm going through all my trades. I can see if something was attached to a level or not because I write it in green. So I'll say like WVWAP if the entry bar, if the VWAP went through the wick of the candle. If it goes through the body, I'll put VWAP. And then like if this bar touched a level, let's say it reacted off of the VWAP or something, I'll put that in there, but I put that in red. So anytime the previous reversal bar reacts off a level, I'll write it in red. And so it'll be very easy for me to go see all the examples of that, because I'm pretty sure it just needs to be attached to a level. But yeah, let me show you guys the accounts. I am going to probably trade 2 contracts per trade tomorrow on this account. It renews on the 16th. So not only that, but I do have to start trading my Apex account again on Monday, which I think by Monday I should be ready and comfortable. I'm a little less than halfway to passing that account. That's the only thing. Being a man and a father, we want our family to be good. Yeah, you definitely got to make a lot of sacrifices, Sam. That's for sure. For sure. All right, so right now on this account, I have, since the number is not correct up there, 772. So I have about $840 in drawdown left on that account, and we're about $2,300 away from passing it. And so counting tomorrow, we have basically 6 trading days left for this account. So that would average about $600 a day. That's a lot. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and start multiplying contracts tomorrow. But I'm going to do the same thing like I did on this Top Step account. At least if I can get back to full drawdown, that'll be fine. I won't worry about having to pass it. Full drawdown would be getting back to 51.8. So I'm about $1,200 away from that. So that's like the most important thing. If I can gain $1,200 in the account in the next 6 trading days, that would be the most ideal. Don't really have to pass it, but that's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section of the video or just hit me up on Discord. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:45 Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.